It has been a really long time since I uploaded a video. I think it's been 5 weeks. I made a promise in my last theories video that I will be uploading episodic gameplay of The Devil in Me once I finish it and show you my experience. Unfortunately, there were a lot of technical difficulties that made this project very impossible. I was just starting my YouTube channel and I only have my laptop and the apps that I use to edit my videos on my phone. Moving to the PlayStation 4, making footage while recording my voice is too advanced, and also transferring footage to my phone is very time consuming. I also didn't have the materials to make this project, such as a microphone and a quiet room. I didn't want to make episodic, non-commentary, unedited gameplay videos because that would be too boring to watch and a lot of people have already done that. However, I had another idea. You see, in my first playthrough of the game, I didn't get to save anyone. All 5 of my characters died, and I thought I would make a video on this explaining how I killed my unfortunate souls, and combine it with a tier list expressing my opinion on each of the characters. They're all great. So anyways, let's get right into the video. Erin is one of my favorite characters in this entry despite being the least playable. In fact, she is the only character that never gets to do the extra gameplay features such as balancing and pushing objects, which is very shocking once you realize it. That's how absent this character is. I wish we get to see more of her, especially for a new character model. But what did I expect for a character that disappears early on? Erin is such a sweetheart. She holds no ill will with any of the meaner characters like Charlie, who always treats her like a personal servant rather than an employee. After all the negative treatment, Erin still tries to look modest, reluctant to drink wine before work, and does her best not to anger her boss. She's a very considerate character, and I think that's what makes her likable and flawed. We don't often see this kind of female role since Samantha from Until Dawn. In my opinion, this is an A-tier character, but unfortunately, this precious soul is now gone to the great audio suite in the sky. So, how did I kill this character? This was in the gas chamber scenario, and I was given the choice to either save Kate or Erin. I watch a lot of trap horror films, and if a trap looks like it's designed for a specific character, then that character should be prioritized. However, just like there's a difference between freedom of speech and freedom of consequence, there's also a difference between saving Erin or choosing Erin, and I chose Erin. Literally. To clarify, she died because I wasn't paying attention.
Jamie, please!
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die. Please help me.
We have to choose. Now!
I'm so sorry. Thank God.
I can't breathe.
I'm sorry, Erin. I'm so sorry.
Erin, no!
Let me introduce you to Supermassive Games' first ever British geezer, Charlie Lonnet, easily one of my favorite characters. This is an easy S tier with no competition. Charlie is a very refreshing character. Little Hope had that chance to introduce older characters, but they ruined that with the ending. To me, Charlie is just a real version of John. Both have anger issues, but Charlie just has an English accent, which makes everything better. Everything about this character is just memorable. He's rocking the James Sunderland core with that green jacket. His temper tantrums are admirable in my opinion. I like his oblivious and in denial nature, chests, and the best character development I have ever seen in a supermassive game. Something I didn't like when playing the Devil in Me are the heartbeat sequences. Although they're not as tough as Man of Medan's, what this game does is give you the second heartbeat, which means after passing the first heartbeat, a second one will appear. This often occurs when a character is going to die. What I hate about these heartbeats is that it doesn't matter if you miss a beat in the first or the second sequence, the consequence is death. Failing the second heartbeat feels like a slap to the face, especially after passing the first one. Having one of your characters die because of this reason is too much of a punishment. Although, I did get an awesome death scene that made me forget the unsatisfying failure. I wish heartbeats give you a second chance. I suggest changing the feature. Instead of missing one heartbeat to completely fail the sequence, make it like 2. I think that would make the game a lot more fair. As I said before, getting a character killed like this is just too punishing.
Please, please, you fucking bastard! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! Ah!
Jamie is another great character. A bit annoying at first, but as the story progresses, she starts to become caring and less cynical. Watching this character grow throughout the game is really satisfying, and I do find her wit and enthusiasm for drama to be hilariously realistic. Guys, Jamie said the word tweet. Twitter exists in the Dark Pictures universe. Her relationship with Erin is really great and consistent throughout the journey, rather than being snuffed off in the middle like Ryan and Dylan's relationship from The Quarry. Something that this game did that I was not expecting is her development with Kate. Both of these characters hate each other, and I find it refreshing that the writers didn't just separate them and moved on. These two actually interact and grow, and I just love seeing these two help each other as you progress through the story. Overall, an A-tier character. Jamie's death in my playthrough was a really sad one. After forcing herself to cooperate with Kate, trapping Dumet with his own creation, and escape the glass wall trap, it's really sad to see Jamie sacrifice herself to save the person she often talks down on. This choice was really difficult, and the choice that I made ended up killing Jamie. Kate and Mark I would put in the same category. After all, this video is about explaining how I killed my characters, not fully a tier list video. I might do that in the future. I think I've said enough about Kate, so let's do Mark instead. B tier character, not bad, but I feel like he's a missed opportunity. He should have had more deaths, especially with his acrophobia. Like, every other character can die because of their flaws, like Erin's asthma, Charlie's smoking addiction, Jamie's impulsive nature. Kate's PTSD is harder to manifest, but since she fears killers, I'd say Kate failing to save Jamie from Dumet could be traumatizing for her. I find Ryan from the quarry to be more compelling than Mark. Mark's camera is just as pointless as looking for evidence in the quarry. None of the characters go to jail, regardless if you find every single green-lit evidence or not. For Kate, as I've said before, I like her dynamic with Jamie. I think Jessie Buckley delivered a great performance, although her Scottish accent does leak out. But it just made me like the character even more. I like hearing different accents.
Please don't stop.
Get away from her!
So I was able to get the ultimatum ending in my first playthrough. And you know what? For a video about how I got my characters killed, I should have rebelled against Dumet and ended my game with one of the most brutal deaths I've ever witnessed. But that did not happen, so you'll get the typical off-screen one. I followed what Dumet wanted, I was promised freedom, it was a big lie,
What was
Dumet did a no-scope.
What's happening?
I don't know.
No. What's happening?
We're going the wrong way.
Mark, look.
Well, at least I still got Connie alive.
Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over to another year? Oh, what is this I cannot see with icy hands taking hold of me? Oh, death and death, none can excel. I open the doors to heaven and hell.